Okay, it is time to actually start playing the guitar. So this is the neck, these are the frets, and we're going to start, okay, so this is the first fret, the second fret, the third fret, and we're going to call this string up here the lowest string, even though it's the highest string physically. It's got the lowest sound of the strings. So we're going to call this the E string if you like. We're going to call it the lowest string. We can call it the sixth string, but it's this one right here. Okay? And this one here, which is the lowest string physically, it is the highest string, as you can hear. It's also an E string. So we can call this string an E string, and we can call this string an E string. We can call this the lowest string. We can call this the highest string. And we can call them both E strings. And so what we're going to do for this chord is we're going to play this lowest string in the third fret. And we're going to play this highest string in the third fret. Not using that fingering, but I'm just showing you that this is going to be the result, is this sound, and then on this next to the lowest string here, which we can call the A string, or the fifth string, it's going to have the second fret sounding. So we've got this, this, and this as the sounds, and then all the other strings are going to ring out open. When I say open, that means I'm not putting my finger anywhere. It's just going to play the sound that it naturally plays. So there are two ways to play a G chord, and that's what we're about to play. I'm going to teach you here one way. Later on, I might teach you another way, but for right now, I want you to put your pinky on this highest string in the third fret. That's what it sounds like. So why don't you try doing that right now and see if it sounds like that. Okay? Now you're going to take your, take your ring finger, sorry, just blitzed out for a minute. Take your ring finger and put it on the lowest string in the third fret. So now you have these two, okay? Pinky is here, ring finger is here. One is right above the other in the third fret. Okay, sounds kind of nice already. G is a very soothing sound to me. And now we're going to take your middle finger and it just right where it kind of naturally falls, we're going to put it right there on the second fret, one down. Okay, so, and now you can strum the all six strings and you get a nice G chord. Okay, see, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. That is a good chord. You will use that for the rest of your life. It's a wonderful chord, okay? G. You will see some people playing it like this, which is also perfect, but we want to play it like this. Actually, I'll give you the reason right now. That's Gracie, who wants to sing along. And since we're sitting on the front porch here, it's not really a front porch, but since that's the idea of this, I'm not going to edit her out because you've always got to have a dog on the front porch, right? When you're playing, the big thing about playing guitar is that you've got to be able to move from one chord to the next very quickly and agilely. So the less fingers that you have to move when you're going from one chord to another, the better. So this, just to give you a little coming attraction, this G chord gives us this G seventh chord without moving these two fingers. So that's why I like this. But anyway, getting ahead of myself. So practice that G chord. It should sound pretty much like that. You can strum it any way you like. Remember, we've got this, which happens to be a G in case you're interested, this, which happens to be a G in case you're interested, and this one, which is not a G, in case you're interested. practice that, and I'll meet you on the next segment.